total surprise.
Family.
The housekeeper. The housekeeper.
Oh,
Fen Lee. My housekeeper, who was
she gets gonna get her story?
No, she's not getting her own story.
She's hilarious.
But she's hilarious. She was a surprise. I didn't expect her to be as funny as she was, and she just came out of the gate running, and I'm like, who is this lady? But yes, she was fun. Side characters. Dix and Adam were fun. I don't think they'll get their own story. They're just going to be there. We know that Brandt and Melody are going to have their own story out of the country series because they've been in love since like high school, but he won't admit it because his pride, he can't support her. He's not the breadwinner because he's been putting all of his savings and, well, all of his money has gone back into the company. And so he's like destitute and he feels that he has this debt to repay now that Jake's bailed them out. And
I would say, is it Dixby and Joan? Or is she like too old for him?
The gas lady, Judy. No, I don't think Judy will have a story. I think she's just a side character. I'm not sure at all where Dixby's gonna go. I know that he's gonna have his own romance. I know it's gonna be fun. I have no idea who it's gonna be. Because eventually his mother's just gonna look at him and be like, or his grandma, it's gonna be like, you know what, that little girl's growing up fast, she needs a mom. And he's going to eventually get on it because, you know, nobody will compare to Grace, but he will have a second love story. I might even go back and put like a little prologue and have his and Grace's little love story, which would be cute too.
And you could do Katie's best friend, who's Jackson's brother,
Trent and Stacy was their sister. I've got all sorts of little side people in that community that are going to have a lot of fun. Like right now, we're doing Lizzy's love. So, Lizzy's love is I'm just doing it right now as a serial, so I'm literally throwing it up on Instagram and Facebook. So if you go to my Instagram or Facebook, you can start at Lizzy's Love Part 1, and you can read, and then you can find Part 2, and you can read, and you can find Part 3, and you can read.
Look for the windmill.
Yeah, look for the windmill. That's the clue. Look for the windmill. I'm going to start...
I like a free story there.
It is a free little story.
So far.
And it's every week we're going to find out more, and we're just going to kind of keep it going, and eventually it will become a book, and then I'll throw the whole book on Amazon. So that's just kind of another way to get a book out there a little bit, piece at a time, and it's a lot of fun just to see what Lizzy's going to do. So far, she's been at the well house because the water stopped, and she was having a shower, so she went out there in her robe and her towel around her hair and her big rubber boots to try and fix the water problem, the water pump in the well house. In the country, and yeah, she's been a lot of fun, and that's where she met Zach. Well, we all know that there are times where we are not our best. She was not her best at that moment.
Who wants to be out in their robe and
rubber boots?
And half showered?
Yeah.
Go on. Would you just work? I need water. I need to shower. Yeah. Fantastic. Mornings.
So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I think my little universe is expanding, and with my imaginary people.
You can name a Labradoodle.
Yes, Name the Labradoodle is going on Facebook and on Instagram. So if you find the Labradoodle picture, throw in your suggestion, get it named, because Bree needs to know what its name is, because she keeps yelling at it. And we're going to have more little contests and things like that, too.
Because you had the Name the Babies contest?
I had the Name the Babies contest.
And those
which
names
was
were?
Wonderful. Emma, Isabella, and Aubrey were the names, and they're beautiful, beautiful names. I loved them.
Somebody got a free book out of the deal?
They got a free signed book, which is great. And I just love the names because two of them are from Jane Austen's Emma, and I love that. It's my favorite Jane Austen book, so it was like, okay, I have to pick them. So that kind of did it. Hint for the future, guys, Jane Austen. Because she's funny, and I like that. I like the funny play on stuff.
So if you're interested in playing part of any of those, the Kissing Katie download and book email would keep you up to date on what's going on those.
Yeah, yes. So if you go into the newsletter, the newsletter gives you information on any contests that are going on, any interesting polls that I have going on where I will need your input on information and stuff like that. It tells you about new releases. It tells you about new covers before they're even seen. Sometimes you get little information before it's seen by anybody else. It tells you when I have sales going on, and it also has an author corner about other authors in the same type of genre whose books you may or may not be interested in. Take a look at them. Not a big deal. And other little promotions that we have going on.
So that email should be below, and it should be not. Do you have
it's
an author's
newsletter,
one, and there you have a.
Okay, so Josephine's tips for aspiring authors is in there, and those are for, again, aspiring authors, people who want to be writers or who want to be authors, who are looking for information like marketing or publishing or stuff like that, or character development. And then there is my Fans of Josephine newsletter, and that is for my readers of my books,
which we talked
about today. So if you're interested in, learning more about my books, that would be the newsletter to subscribe to. And it is totally free. You can unsubscribe at any time, and they're just a weekly newsletter, just, telling you what's coming up.
And you can, I don't know if you can people back look at those or no? Or they have to look on your website to see some of your other information about of previous books.
Basically go to the website too. It'll be below. So if you enjoyed our talk about characters, then like the video, subscribe,
hit the bell,
leave a comment
for notifications for more.
Yes. And we will talk to you later.
And share your thoughts below.
Share your thoughts. Tell us what your favorite character is. Tell us what your favorite moments are. Tell us that what you enjoyed, and
if there's a character that you thought was awesome,
or any
a backstory, and you want a story made out of it. That might happen, because some of us said make Kissing Katie into a full story.
Oh yes, that's how Kissing Katie became a full story. I really liked it. A lot of people liked it, and they're like, it's too short, we need more. And so I went, okay, I'll
do it again.
I'll expand it. It took me a couple of months to kind of put it on the burner and make it happen. And that's why it became a full story, because people asked for it.
It was awesome.
So if you want something, ask for it.
And the second time reading it as the full story wasn't ruined by it being the short story.
A few things did change, not dramatically, but a few things did change just to make it work.
And I'm one who doesn't usually read
good,
books twice.
Because then you don't know exactly what happens either.
And I'm not one who really reads books twice, so that worked really well.
Mm-hmm.
And that is worth it. So.
Laundry on the roof.
Mm-hmm. Things happen. At the most embarrassing moments.
Yep. Especially for poor Katie. So anyhow, go check out the Amazon link. Go check out the books. We'll see you later.